Habit number 6, be willing to pay the price. You don't have to pay for your $1 million dream with a $1 million personal check. You can pay for it with, well, a penny a day. But you do need to understand what a penny is, and you do need to be willing to pay. Whatever the dream, whatever the goal, there's a price you'll need to pay. And yes, that does mean giving something up. Remember this, whatever price you pay, there's a bigger price to pay for not doing it than the price for doing it. The price of neglect is much worse than the price of the discipline. Habit number 7, practice slight edge integrity. The aspect of integrity that is most applicable to the slight edge is this: what you do when no one is watching. It's in that moment's decision when nobody else is watching and no one will ever know, when your choice is so slight, so subtle, so insignificant. It's at that moment that you find out whether or not you have slight edge integrity. Slight edge integrity is one of the great secrets of entrepreneurial success. The truth is, living a life is being an entrepreneur. You are solely in charge of the steadily unfolding course of your life. Show up consistently. Show up consistently with a positive outlook. Be prepared for and committed to the long haul. Cultivate a burning desire backed by faith. Be willing to pay the price. And do the things you've committed to doing, even when no one else is watching. Simple is what works best with the slight edge. There are 3 universal steps to reaching for a big dream. For a goal to come true, you must make it specific, give it a deadline, and write it down. You must look at it every day. You must have a plan to start with. Step 1. Write it down. Envisioning something simply means having the ability to create a vivid picture of something that hasn't factually happened yet, and to make that picture so vivid that it feels real. It needs to become physical. It needs to involve your senses. In other words, you need to write it down. Making pictures of it, which people sometimes call a dream board, is even better. Speaking it out loud to another person is the most powerful of all. Write your dreams down. Make them vivid and specific. Give them a concrete timeline for realization. Step 2. Look at it every day. You need to constantly remind your brain where it is you're headed. They knew they had to consistently feed their goals to their subconscious mind, so it would stay attuned to whatever came across their path that supported those goals, and ignore the distractions that retracted from it. Surround yourself with it. Keep your awareness in your face. Look at it every single day. Step 3. Start with a plan. The point is simply to come up with a plan that will get you out of the starting gate. You have to start with a plan, but the plan you start with will not be the plan that gets you there. There is no perfect plan. By definition, there can't be, because a plan is not getting there, it's only your jumping off point. And that's exactly the reason you need a plan. If you have no jumping off point, there won't be any jumping off happening. You have to start with the philosophy that will take you there. With the right philosophy, you'll find the plan. The first step to increasing your happiness is to understand what positive psychology research has been telling us for the past 15 years. The most significant factors in your day-to-day, moment-to-moment level of happiness are not circumstantial. They're not heredity. They're not dictated by your genes or caused by outside events. The most significant factors in your happiness are your actions, what you do every day. Your happiness is affected by 1. Your outlook, that is, how you choose to view the events and circumstances of your everyday life. 2. Specific actions with positive impact, things like writing down 3 things you're grateful for, or sending appreciative emails, doing random acts of kindness, practicing forgiveness, meditating, and exercising. And 3. Where you put your time and energy. and especially investing more time into important relationships and personally meaningful pursuits. All the success in the world means little if there is no one to share it with. Winning is a habit. Unfortunately, so is losing. Sigmund Freud was once asked what people need in order to be able to live a full and happy life. His reply was 3 words: Leben und arbeiten, love and work. What do I want my life to mean? This is the biggest area of all, because it includes all the others. But don't let its size and scope intimidate you. After all, what we're looking for here is simple, little things you can do every day, things that are easy to do. Everything you do is important. And remember this too, no matter how high-minded or long-term your life dreams may seem. Gentlemen, this is a football. It starts with a penny. Start finding your pennies. Keep your eyes on the prize. Do one simple daily discipline in each of these 7 key areas of your life, your health, your happiness, your relationships, your personal development, your finances, your career, and your impact that forwards your success in each of those areas, and make a habit of doing some sort of daily review of these slight edge activities, either through keeping a journal, a list, working with a slight edge buddy, a coach, or some other regular, consistent means. And spend high-quality time with men and women who have achieved goals and dreams similar to yours. In other words, model successful mentors, teachers, and allies, and do it daily, weekly, and monthly. Then you will find yourself on the success curve, and you will turn your dreams into realities. Successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. They put the slight edge to work for them rather than against them every day. They refuse to let themselves be swayed by their feelings, moods, or attitudes. They rule their lives by their philosophies and do what it takes to get the job done, whether they feel like it or not. Successful people don't look for shortcuts, nor do they hope for the big break. Successful people never blame circumstances or other people. Instead, they take full responsibility for their lives. They use the past as a lesson, but do not dwell in it, and instead let themselves be pulled up and forward by the compelling force of the future. Successful people practice the daily disciplines that are assured to take them to the final destination. Successful people focus on having a positive outlook. Successful people use inertia to build momentum, making their upward journey of success easier and easier. So, where do you go from here? Find your penny and then start doubling it.